Hi everyone, I'm PJ with Milford Photo, and today we're going to go over a new offering from Tamron, the 35-150 F2-2.8 for the Nikon Z series. It's the first 2-2.8 aperture zoom for a Nikon mirrorless camera, and it allows seamless shooting from wide angle to telephoto. This focal range allows for coverage of popular prime lenses all the way to zoom lenses, covering the typical 35, 50, 85, 105, all the way up to 135. It's fully compatible with Nikon's autofocus features such as hybrid AF, eye autofocus, and the manual auto mode. It weighs a very light 2.6 pounds. It takes an 82mm filter and has a 9-bladed aperture. Now you might be thinking, it's a variable aperture lens, how good can it be? As soon as I start zooming in, it's going to jump up to that 2.8. However, throughout the range, it still stays pretty open, and honestly, 2.8 is pretty open no matter what. From 35 to 40, it's at that f2. From 41 to 60, it's at f2.2. 61 to 80, it's at 2.5. And then when you're up at 81 to 150, you get to that 2.8 aperture. It has a manual focus ring, so you can make sure you get everything you need in tack sharp focus. But if you want to use your autofocusing, it has Tamron's VXD focusing system, which is extremely quiet and precise and can focus accurately up to 5,000th of a millimeter. Its minimum focusing distance is 13 inches at 35 millimeters and 33.5 inches at 150 millimeters. It has a 3-position custom function switch, and it also comes with the USB-C port for Tamron's utility, where you can completely customize how your lens works. This lens will cost you about $2,000, and it's going to be available here at Milford Photo starting September 21st, so in about 2 weeks. All right, so now let's take out this 35 to 150 out for some actual real-world testing. We got a nice harbor over here. Hopefully we can find some birds. Maybe we could get some seagulls or some osprey, take some cool photos, really test out the legs on this lens and see what we can get. All right, it's a bit too hot. Apparently it's too hot for the birds too. So now we're gonna cheat and we're gonna take some pictures of some geese without trying to disturb them too much. All right, so now we're gonna go back inside to the store. We're gonna test this out, do some portraits, test out that 35, that 50, 85, see how it does wide open with some portraitures in the studio. See you back inside. All right, now we're gonna test out the 35 to 150 in the studio setting. We're gonna test out those more standard prime focal lengths, the 35, the 50, 85. We got here Fu modeling for us. You might recognize him if you ever come into the store. Yeah, he's gonna do his best to model for us today. So let's check out and see what we get. So we're gonna go in order. We're gonna shoot some 35s, we're gonna shoot some at 50, we're gonna shoot a few at 85, maybe 1 or 2 at 135 as well if we're feeling a little frisky. All right. Now that we got some photos in the studio, let's take a look at some other photos that some other employees of Milford Photo captured with this new lens from Tamron. So that was a quick look at the Tamron 35 to 150, soon to be released, coming out September 21st. It's going to be about $2,000. Hope to see you down at the store to come check it out yourself.